kidney. Okay? Now, uric is what? Acidic, right? Later on, I have a good question for you guys. Moving on, protein-restricted diet. We are limiting the protein intake to at least 30 grams only. This is achieved with a liberal use of carbohydrates and fats. Cereals, beans, and nuts are used in limited amounts to make sure that we only have 30 grams of protein. The diet, though, is low in vitamin B and iron, so make sure that you supplement them with those. This is for people with what? Acute glomerulonephritis. So tama ba? Low protein tayo or restricted protein, right? We mentioned that earlier, right? With impaired renal function or chronic renal failure. Did we mention that in chronic renal failure? Yes. Okay. And advanced liver disease. Remember, we have hepatic coma and we need low proteins for that. See? Moving on. Sodium restricted diet is when we try to only give at least 2,000 milligrams or 2 grams of salt per day. Okay? This is to make sure that the salt will not do its work of pulling in water. So this is indicated for people with hypertension, of course. Congestive heart failure, liver disease, especially if they have ascites already, glomerulonephritis, nephrotic syndrome, and acute and chronic renal failure. Are we good? Now we have different types of sodium restriction. We have mild, wherein we can still limit up to 3 grams or 3,000 milligrams of salt. We have moderate sodium restriction, wherein that's the most common one, 2,000 milligrams or 2 grams rather. We have the strict sodium restriction, only 1 gram or 1,000 milligrams, or very strict, 500 milligrams only. How do we do this, guys? Read the labels. Because most of the time, there are hidden sodium in the labels. Not just with your food, but even with your medications. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on. Potassium restricted, we will limit the potassium intake for at least 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams per day. Because like I said, potassium can be irritating to the kidneys if the kidneys are already inflamed. So to whom are they indicated to? People with hyperkalemia, who already have put up enough or too much potassium in your blood. CRF, or chronic renal failure or chronic kidney disease, or CKD, and Addison's disease. Addison's disease is a problem with your adrenal cortex in releasing hormones. Okay, so if you have too much potassium, it damages it further. Okay, but you will know more of this when you get the 3rd year regarding Addison's disease. Protein, sodium, and potassium restriction is particularly for AGN and CKD. Are we good? Protein, sodium, and potassium restriction. What about calcium-restricted diet? Calcium-restricted diet are for those people who has hypercalcemia and calcium stones in the kidneys. Okay, what do we want? We want to lower down their intake of calcium to 200 milligrams per day. I asked about uric acid earlier, now I'm asking you about calcium. Okay? Later I have a question with this as well, when it comes to different types of diet. Okay? Next are the test diets. Supposedly, I will not be discussing this, but I'm going to discuss this since there's a possibility for this to come out in a qualifying exam. So note this down. All the test diet. Not in the final exam, but in the qualifying exam. And this is my last chance to review with you guys. Okay? So, test for gastric exams. First, gastric function. First test is BOAS test. This is also known as the oatmeal test, where you're given oatmeal or this type of food. And then they will test for the production of lactic acid. Okay? While Ragel's test, or Ragel meal, is when you're given this food, and then they would check for your gastric motility, or the movement of your stomach. Okay? So that's basically it. BOAS, to check for lactic acid. Rigel's, to check for the motility of your stomach. Next, gastric motility test. A light supper is given in the evening, and in the morning, the test is done. Okay, to see the movement of your stomach. Okay, so what are the food given? These are the food that can be given the night prior to the Are we good? Now, next is gallbladder series. For gallbladder series, they want to know the activity of your gallbladder. So they would get an X-ray first before the test, and then they would give you a very light meal, a low-fat actually meal with this content. But the next day, you will be introduced to a high-fat meal with this, and then they will take an X-ray again to see the activity or movement of your gallbladder, at the same time to see if there's obstruction or stones in your gallbladder. That's why it's called gallbladder series. Are we good?
Yes.
Other test. Test for occult blood. Okay, test for occult blood is to test, or also known as guayak test, is to test for blood in your poop. But apparently before testing, you should withhold some food, such as meat. Withhold meat. Why? Because it can give you a false positive result because of the blood in your meat. The blood in the meat that you're eating may appear as blood in your poop. You guys get that? Next, green leafy vegetables are also not encouraged because a chemical in your green leafy vegetable may cause a false positive result. Okay? Also, vitamin C is withheld because that could give a false negative result. Okay? So before the test, the food that are allowed are cheese, milk, eggs, vegetables, cereals, refined fruit juices. But also withhold dark-colored foods and iron because both can make your poop dark. Are we good? Okay, so that's occult blood test. Next, guys, is calcium metabolism test. So use low calcium, which is about 100 milligram calcium, and then they would check how much is absorbed in the blood. Okay, so you'll be eating it, and they will check your blood for calcium levels. Are we good? Okay? Next, glucose tolerance test is to check how your body is processing your glucose intake. So, what they will do here is a blood sugar test is done 2 hours after a meal high in carbohydrate. So, 2 hours prior to the test, you are given high carb meal, and then after 2 hours, they will test. Now, what do you think should be the result? Should the glucose be high, normal, or low? Anyone? After 2 hours. Supposedly it should be normal. It means your body has absorbed the glucose and your glucose has been processed and pushed into your cells. But if it's still high, it means you have most likely diabetes. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay, glucose tolerance test. And then comes the different therapeutic diet. Now, earlier I had asked about uric stones and calcium stones in the kidneys. Okay, for uric stones, which among these two should be the diet? For a bonus point in the exam. Yeah. For uric stone. What?
Kasi po, parang nagkakos po ito. Kasi po yung meat fish eggs po, diba, is high in fish.
Okay. To simplify it, uric stones are acidic. Uric stones or uric acid are acidic. So to neutralize that or to dissolve that, we need alkaline ash. And alkaline ash, also wait na, tanong ko kanina is uric, right? And your answer is acid ash? Alkaline ash, okay. Because alkaline ash is made of our diet that is consists of fruit, vegetables, and milk with as little as possible of meat, fish, eggs, and cereals. Only fruit, vegetables, and milk. Very little on the other because you want to maintain an alkaline blood or urine so that you can dissolve or neutralize uric acid. Now for calcium, of course you will be needing acid ash because calcium is alkaline in nature and it can be neutralized or dissolved by acidic urine or blood. How do we have an acidic urine? We can have meat, fish, eggs, and cereals with very little fruits and vegetables, no cheese or milk. And the only fruits and vegetables allowed for acid ash would be your what? Prune juice or cranberry juice. Because they can produce acidic urine. Okay? Are we good? So that's your acid ash and alkaline ash. Balanced diet, I will not explain that anymore. Everybody knows what balanced diet is. Bland diet, non-irritating diet. The limitic diet is the same distribution, just making sure that you replace simple sugar with complex sugar and saturated fat with unsaturated fat. Elimination diet is the one for allergy, where you introduce one food at a time every 5 days. Faint goal diet is the belief that high caloric food or with artificial colors, artificial flavors, or preservative can lead to hyperactivity of children. Gouty diet is also known as purine restricted diet. Okay? High calorie diet are for those who are trying to gain weight. Okay? Very familiar, very common rather, to people who are going for bulking. Okay? 3,500 to 4,000 calories per day. While high-fat diet is also known as your ketogenic diet. High fiber diet is one that's relatively high in dietary fibers, which can help after some few days of diarrhea. High protein diet are for those who are losing protein actively, such as in nephrotic syndrome. Ketogenic diet is the one high in fat. This is to spare your protein. At the same time, it would help in losing weight and building muscles. Low caloric diet, also known as your calorie deficit diet. And then low fat diet is literally having limited amounts of fat. Low purine diet, also known as your gouty diet. What again should we omit? Meat, fowl, glandular organs, legumes, anchovies. Okay? Low residue diet, low fecal residue. So anything with insoluble fiber, such as your moringa, your corn, okay, or meat, that should be discouraged. Low salt or low sodium diet, you know this already. Anong limit? 2,000 milligram or 2 grams of salt per day. Protein sparing diet, literally to spare your protein. So, one consisting only of liquid proteins or liquid mixtures of proteins, vitamins, and minerals, in order to make sure that your protein intake will provide the protein that you need. Okay? And then DASH diet, also known as their dietary approaches to stop hypertension, is basically giving what? Low fat, particularly saturated fat, high fiber diet. Right? Any questions so far? If there's none, then we're done. Okay? The exam is 60 items. It's going to be multiple choice based on what I have given you in the list of things to focus on too. Okay? If you want to maintain your score, make sure that you do good. Your grades that you have seen, make sure that you do good in this exam. Take your time to read each of the questions. Take your time to do elimination. Take your time to look for keywords. Okay? Will there still be calculation? Yes. So bring your calculators with you. Okay? The exam will be here in this room at 9:45. Same folder, yes. Please bring your folders. Same rules, huh? Same rules. When you come in, leave your stuff there. Go straight to your seats, only with your essentials. Okay? Now, any concerns with your requirements? Meron pa ba dito mababa ang scores sa activity 2 and activity 3 to 10? If you do, please see me as soon as possible. Okay? I cannot give you the perfect score anymore, but I can give you the passing score if you're below the passing score. Okay? And then, yeah, to those, I think there are only 2 individual who were not able to submit the last two requirements. So whoever you are, you know yourselves, please make sure that you complete them. Okay? Other concerns? So exam on Thursday. Tomorrow, Wednesday rather. Tomorrow, would you still want to meet or do you want to have a break? It's your call, guys. Kasi I don't mind giving another review, maybe focusing on more thoughts or more of your concern. But I will be here for those who wants to consult your grades because you can consult your RLE grades starting tomorrow. Okay? Your RLE grade. And guys, for those who are not consulting, I will not entertain any of your concerns once the grade is done. It's your responsibility to come. It's your responsibility to look for your grades. And if those are your grades, then those are fine. Okay? Okay? Are we clear? So let's finalize this first. Do you want to meet tomorrow or not? So you're sure with your exam na, ha? You're responsible with your exams. Okay? Exam result. Okay? So if there's no meeting, I will be here for consultation. You can come and ask me stuff if you want to. I will just be here. I won't be checking attendance since some of you guys don't want to come. Okay? So that's okay. That's okay. Alright? But you can come here. We can still discuss. You can discuss with me until our time is done. Alright? For those who wants to come. And those with concern, once again, please see me as soon as possible. Starting tomorrow. Huwag muna today. Okay? Huwag muna today. Starting tomorrow. Okay? Are we good?